Hello, everyone, and I'm Marcia Baker, and welcome to day 21 of our Sermon Sketchnote Boss Challenge. We have been sketchnoting and doing fun things for the past 21 days to strengthen our visual literacy and our learning how to be more visual and doodling in all aspects of life, and especially our quiet time. I hope this challenge has been really helpful for you to give you the confidence and the skills that you need to use this for any aspect of your life in meetings or in studies, but most importantly, through your quiet time and your sermon sketchnoting as a tool to be to work closer, to walk closer with the Lord, um, using your tools to for better Bible study and more in-depth Bible study. Um, I just hope that this has been a really helpful challenge, and I'd really like to hear from you about what was good and what wasn't good. And I've got a survey later, and I'll give you that link a little bit later. But let's get on to, hang on, woohoo, day 21. I'm so pleased and honored that you all went through the challenge with me for these past 21 days. What I've been seeing posting just says that, wow, we have some really creative, talented people out there um, that just really have embraced doodling and icons and really have given this challenge their all. And I hope that I have seen tremendous improvement. And I just really hope that you are feeling the same thing because you guys are sketch note bosses. So, all right. So now, from here on out, I really want you to continue to post your sermons weekly, or if you're doing whatever you're doing, sketchnoting, post it. I'd love to see it. Doing a recipe, doing a meeting, whatever, just post it. I'd really like to see what you're doing. So post your other projects. If you've got ideas for challenges, because we're going to continue this weekly challenge. We're going to go to a weekly challenge. We maybe do some extended challenges periodically, but to keep up this daily challenge it's just crazy for you, it's crazy for me. So we're just going to go for a weekly challenge, and we're going to do a Thanksgiving challenge later this week. So, but if you've got ideas like, hey, I had this idea and this is what I sketchnoted, send it to me and maybe we can make a challenge out of it. And, tell me what's working and tell me what you're struggling with, because you're probably not the only person struggling out there. So if you share with me, then I can share with everybody and we can all grow and improve. So, so your challenge today on day 21 was to sketch note this week's past sermon. So we actually went out of town. We went to down to Springfield, and my brother-in-law is a pastor, so we went to his church. We went to Clever Assembly, and he was talking about just in things, giving thanks. Talking about Hannah, Samuel's mom from First Samuel. She was so destitute or not destitute, but just discouraged of not having a child, and she was probably belittled, and it was just really a horrible existence. And then she was blessed with a child, but he really focused on Hannah's song, which was really an awesome thing. I'd never really read in detail before and really gave it much focus, but I'll get to that in a second. So here, the technical issue of what do you do when so he's wrapping up, and I've got all this room I haven't used. And I just wanted to stand up and say, no, buddy, I need about 10 more minutes out of you so I can finish this page. But he was done. So what do you do? And so, if you're not going to post them, just leave it. If this isn't going to be something that you're going to share, there's no need to spend the time finishing this page. But I decided, since I'm going to post it, I'm going to finish this page. And it turned out to be a hot mess. So here's my finished page. And so what I decided to do was, since I'd had the first verse here, I thought things were going really well here. And then I decided to squeeze in the last 9 verses. And then when I got done, I went, why didn't I just choose an icon from each one of those verses and draw each one of those? I don't know why. That I think would have been the better idea, because to me, this looks like a hot mess. But, fortunately for sketchnoting, there's no right or wrong answers. There's no right or wrong way to do it. I just think that maybe I should have been given this a little more thought. So even as long as I've been doing this, I'm still not perfect at it. So, I probably shouldn't have attempted to do as much writing there as was required. However, I did accomplish the main goal of sketchnoting of did you learn, did you absorb? Because I had never really read this Hannah's song before in great detail, and it was really insightful and so full of truth. Um, I just really thought it was awesome. So this might be a project for later on. I might want to do the whole thing again with a little more room and a little more thought. But it was just really a blessing to me that I read it and read it in such detail. So in that respect, the whole reason that we sketchnote is to comprehend more. And I felt like I did that by really reading those 10 verses. And again, I just feel like, and my brother-in-law kind of pointed out that, you know, Hannah gave praise before the blessing. Like she, that she probably, um, had this song and she'd been singing for a while before she had Samuel. So, that thing, I forget what verse it is, but we ask and we thank, and well, we are thankful for what we have, and then we ask. So when uh, we give praise, even though we haven't received we haven't received the answer to that prayer yet. So clearly Hannah was doing that. So anyway, in that respect, it was really insightful for me. Visually, I think it's kind of a hot mess. So anyway, so we all make mistakes, or I don't even know that's a mistake, but it just, I wouldn't want you to see. Uh, so I guess this is not an ideal example because it's got so much writing. I really think it should have more visuals, more icons. So I think the better approach for me to have done was to find an icon, so I found a little icon for the baby, and, I probably could have found just a small icon for each one and just like labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and whatever, and put a little icon next to it, and then reference Hannah's song. So that would have driven me back to the Bible to reread it again. I think that would have been a better approach. Anyway, enough of this. All right, let's get on to the things that I have for you. I'm really excited. So I created a certificate of completion just for you. So I am going to post this in the Facebook group and then on our. So if you're not in Facebook, you can still get this by going to that page with all the that I have at the bottom of the email with all the members only page. So you can get this. So I had intended that you could write, cut this out and put this in the back of your workbook. And then here is a sticker. So this is what I did with my sticker. So I did this, I cut it out and I put it on the front of my book. So it's pretty exciting. So you could just tape it on, or you could put some clear contact paper over it. If you have sticker paper, you could print it out on sticker paper. So it could be any number of choices. Or you could actually, maybe if you don't want to do it on the front, doing it on the inside cover or that first page of your sketchbook might also be a great option. Anyway, because you are a sketchnote boss, so I think you should tell the world. So you can print it out and use it any much as you want, and share it with other people who are also sketchnote bosses. It's all good. So just sharing the love. So, and then I have another announcement. So drum roll. Okay, to figure out how to do those sound effects, I'll figure that out at some point, but I don't have that. But what I do have is I have the ebook done. Da 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 da! Woohoo! So I finally, because I know several of you are not in the United States, and shipping outside the United States is expensive, and so I feel like maybe a good solution was to put this in an ebook. So I took the book and kind of reformatted it. So the actual Sermon Sketchnote book is a half-size book, and so this is going to be a full-size book. It's a PDF file that you could actually print out. So it's the exact same content, just a couple of pages shorter, because it didn't make sense to have so much wasted space, and I kind of combined some pages here and there. So it's a little bit shorter page-wise, but content-wise, it's exactly the same. So anyway, and so it is on sale through November 30th for $5. It's normally regular price is $9.95, the same price as the regular book. So if you want to grab that, you can get that in my Etsy shop. So I will put the link out in Facebook and as well as on the blog. So anyway, so that's hope that you could be blessed by that. Um, and then the last thing that I'm going to ask you to do, and again, I will have this link, is to a quick 4-question survey. It should take 2 minutes. And just tell me what you liked, what was a challenge, what you didn't like, and anything that I can improve on with the challenges posting, challenges that you'd like to see, things I could do differently, just any comments you have to help me improve, because I really want to just grow and nurture this group, this tribe, that I'm just so humbled to be leading here, and I just anything that I can do to make it better. I'd really like to hear what you have to say. So, thank you so much again for participating in the challenge, and stay with us because um, tune in tomorrow because I've got a Thanksgiving challenge. I have a 2-part Thanksgiving challenge. So I don't want to get into much detail, but I'll probably have posts on Tuesday and Wednesday this week, and then again on Monday next week. So, because Tuesdays, it's a 2-parter for the first week. So just stay tuned. It'll be fine. You're going to love it. I loved it. I was a little hesitant at first because it's so not in my wheelhouse. But for some of you that are a little more crafty, you're going to like, oh, this is just a great thing. So stay tuned tomorrow. And we were going to do the first part of the Thanksgiving Sketchnote Challenge. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow.